Hi guys, it's Amy and you have found Amy Loves Crochet. I really do appreciate your time, so thanks so much for clicking on my video today. I've got some follow-ups to some things that were not finished yet before, and we'll start right away with the thumbnail that I've got where I had wound up all my little yarns here. I started to talk about that last week or last video. It's been well over a week since my last video, and I cannot believe that much time has gone by. I used to put out videos every 4 days until this crazy kitchen and now this holiday season, and I haven't gotten back on track yet. So bear with me while I get through it, and I plan to get back to posting videos more often than I have been. So this is what my little goodies look like here in a little container. I've got 2 of them. I've got them sitting on the shelf with their little, that little piece that I had in the glass jar that tells what kind of yarn. It's Tangled Poets yarn. I'm trying to cover up my face so you can see. Tangled Poets yarn, and then I've got the 80-20 split on there so I know what it is, and these are 6 grams and 24 yards each. So I was talking about how I was trying to wind them up on my winder and they were kind of wonky, and so I just started winding them around my fingers. And instead of using my Swift, I just used the side of a bell jar box. I'll put the picture in here. So I couldn't believe that it was that easy to do, but it really did make the job go a lot quicker. So I know you're picking out your own favorite in there because I couldn't stop changing my mind on which one was my favorite. But we've got some really good colors in there. I can't wait to get started with it. So each of these is, what did I say, 24 yards, and I've got 40 of them, so it's 960 yards. I'll be able to make a really nice full size something or a couple of neck size somethings. So I really like some of these. So pretty. Okay, so that was something that I was working on that I've got completed here. You can see here's my uncle shawl, called the Green Olive Shawl by Annie Design Crochet, that I followed the pattern for. And I didn't end up blocking this one, but I really think that it's a good size here. I got this whiteboard at Michael's from a school sale type thing where it was like on clearance, and it's worked out. I think it's going to work out really well to show you stuff when I need a background like this. So, and besides using it for my notes that I need to talk about in the video. But you can see that it's just a couple of rows of chains there, and then you've got those shells that are made up of 2 double crochets together, and then a chain 1, and then the same below, 2 double crochets together, chain 1, and then 2 double crochets together. So it's 3. I really like the look of that, and I was just talking about that and then kind of stumbled upon this pattern and really like the way that it turned out. So that was a good project that I got finished, and I really like the color of it. It's a really great deep green color. And so what else did so it was my Christmas party at work last Friday, and I can't believe we didn't take any pictures in the event. I was wearing the same shirt as another woman, so I just tried to stay on the opposite side of the room from her. But it was kind of funny. And so since I never go anywhere and I never, wear fancy clothes, the fact that I was wearing the same fancy thing as somebody else made me laugh. So, but even though I didn't get any pictures of my husband and I together, I did get these 2 pictures on the way home. So this was just on the street in St. Louis, and I just thought they were really, really pretty pictures. So I thought I'd share those with you. Our own Christmas tree is kind of having a sad moment. It's 3 pieces and it's pre-lit. So you just take it out of the box and put, fluff the branches up and plug each level into each other. But I don't know if we didn't do it right or if it's just old, if the bulbs are just burning out. But the lights started more of the tree, but this is all that it's down to now. I don't know what happened to it, and it is not a priority for us to worry about right now. So we'll work on that. When we go to take it down, we'll try to look at it at that point and see what's going on, if it just needs some new lights, or we couldn't figure out how to replace those little bulbs. It's kind of a tricky little fiddly thing. but that's been going on. And so after my Christmas party, I started to make these hats. I completed this hat, a couple of these hats before. You've seen this from me. Yarn Geek posted the tutorial that I watched, and this is actually the same hat that I told you that girl kind of ran across the area and said, I have to have that hat at my vendor event, at my crafty sale, whatever you want to call it. She made my heart sing when she kind of came running across. I need that hat, whatever she said. So I started working on these hats. When I started my job where I'm working now, I used to crochet things for my team. It's a pretty small team of 5 or 6 people. And I used to crochet things for them for different holidays, and just at one point ended, just stopped for some reason. So I wanted to make something quick over the weekend for them and bring it into work this week, because we were having a gift exchange with our other sister department. So I had 8 bands. Some of them were full skeins, some of them were not full cakes, I should say. And then I had some other scraps that weren't in a cake anymore. Of this big twist, it's 100% acrylic. And this is the arcade. It's a bulky yarn. And each of these was 154 yards. But again, I'm not sure how much I had to begin with. But they were in the color of natural white multi and yellow multi and pink blue multi. But because I had so many scraps and stuff, I was able to put them together in different color combinations. And at the bottom, instead of always doing the ribbing, sometimes I just did some single crochet rounds. And so this was a lot of fun to throw these together for my team members. And I made enough to allow for, if they wanted to grab an extra one for mom or for their hubby or whatever. So when they were done choosing all that they were going to choose, in the last video I posted, I was telling you about my Christmas blanket that I offered to do a drawing for whoever might want to put their name in. And that was really exciting because there was a lot of people that were interested in it. And the guy who won it was super excited, and the ones who didn't were super disappointed. So that just really made me feel good. We always want our work to be, people to be excited about our work. So after I gave my team members all of their hats, I had 4 left. So I offered to as well to draw names to see who would like to win those. And again, that was super exciting. They were really into it. And that was my Christmas gift. That made me feel really, really good. But my exchange, what I got was another Yeti, and I've got a lot of them for water drink. But I wanted one like dedicated for coffee, so that's perfect. I didn't speak the wish, but that's I got something I could use, so that's awesome. You guys remember when I was getting ready for that craft sale that I just did? I had this alpaca. This is 100% baby alpaca, and it oh, let me grab this. You can see here the cake. It's so pretty. This was from one of the Hobby Lobby sales. And this one is called Periwinkle Paradise. And it's just so pretty. The colors, the purples and the blues and those browns. I really, really like this colorway. And I had 3 of these. And I waited and waited for the perfect pattern. And then I just wanted to do something simple so that it didn't take away from the color or the yarn at all. And so I just did this simple scarf that had like this, whoops, you can't see it. This kind of slant to the bottom of it so that you would really see the yarn. It's so pretty. But the night before my event, when I was packing everything up, I found that it was torn. I took it off of my shelving unit and it was torn. So I took one of the tassels that I was playing with putting on there and tied it on real quick like I was going to fix it. And it was just a stress moment for me, so I just put it to the side. So anyway, I already told you guys all that. I'm repeating myself. But the reason I'm talking about that yarn is because I found that on my camera, I forgot to show you guys this picture. It just cracks me up. It talks about talks to the point that this is like natural fibers and stuff. This yarn had like straw or hay or whatever in it. And it just cracked me up when I came across it. You're crocheting along and all of a sudden there's this piece in your hand. It was funny to me anyway. So anyway, after my gift exchange, my lunch and gift exchange thing, when I was going to come home, I remembered, ooh, I'm really close to Seven Sisters and I wanted to stop by, but they're closed on Wednesdays. So I was denied, and I'm feeling some withdrawals from Seven Sisters. I haven't been there in a little bit, so I gotta get back there and get my yarn on. So I think that's all the, oh, in addition to the hats and the blanket, my Christmas blanket that I took to work, when I was making, you guys might remember that little cotton cardigan that I made that, here, I'll put a picture in. And the whole time I was making this, I was thinking about my boss's daughter. And so I took that into work. I offered it to her to give to her daughter for Christmas. And she took me up on that. So that felt good, you know, spreading my love around a little bit. All right, guys, that's what I've got to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. Please come back and see me again. Have a wonderfully blessed day. Thank you. Bye-bye. Happy holidays.